I was halfway up a cliff in southern Thailand when I heard something snap. Not the rope, thank God, but something in my ankle. Sharp, searing pain shot up my leg, and I remember looking down at the jungle below thinking, this is not how I thought this trip would end. A few days earlier, everything was perfect. Beach sunrises, cheap mango smoothies, 0 emails. I was in that rare, actual vacation mode where you forget what day it is. I had signed up for a beginner rock climbing class because it felt adventurous, and honestly, I wanted a cool story to tell. Well, I got one. So there I was, not even that high up, maybe 10 feet, but I missed the landing coming down. My ankle twisted in a way ankles shouldn't twist. Instant swelling. I tried to stand, and my leg just gave out. And then the panic hit. I was in a remote part of Krabi, Thailand. No major hospital nearby. No idea what kind of help I'd need. I was alone. And all I kept thinking was, how much is this going to cost me? I'd heard horror stories. Friends who ended up with $10,000 bills for emergency care abroad. People who had to start GoFundMe pages just to get a flight home. In that moment, lying there with a foot that looked like it swallowed a grapefruit, all the fun of the trip disappeared. I just felt stupid, unprepared, scared, honestly. But here's the part that flipped everything. Before I left for Thailand, almost as an afterthought, I'd bought travel insurance. It wasn't even expensive, like the price of one night at a mid-range hotel. I used a site called Aura.insure. I remember the name because it was super easy, no endless forms, no weird exclusions hidden in fine print. I didn't think I'd need it, but I figured, hey, why not? Fast forward to the injury. The local clinic wouldn't even treat me without some kind of payment guarantee. And that's where the insurance came in. I called their emergency line. And I was shocked. I got an actual human being in under 2 minutes. They asked what happened, where I was, and then arranged for a driver to get me to the nearest hospital that worked with them directly. I didn't pay a cent up front. Like nothing. Turns out I had a fracture. Needed a cast. They even helped me rebook my return flight with extra legroom and a wheelchair at the airport. And they reimbursed all my unused hotel nights. The whole thing, the transport, treatment, meds, and flight change, would have cost me over $4,000. I paid maybe $60 for that insurance. But beyond the money, here's the real thing that got to me. Being hurt in a foreign country feels vulnerable. You don't know how the system works. You're not sure who to trust. And when you're in pain, you're not thinking clearly. But having someone on the line who knew exactly what to do, who treated me like a person, not a policy number, that meant everything. And it made me realize insurance isn't just a checkbox. It's peace of mind when everything else feels out of control. So here's my take after learning it the hard way. If you're traveling, especially somewhere off the beaten path, don't skip the insurance. It's not just for the dramatic what-ifs. Even small stuff, a sprain, food poisoning, lost luggage can wreck your plans and your wallet. And if you're like me and hate complicated stuff, Aura.insure honestly made it so easy. You can Google it, or I'll leave a link in the description. It's the one travel insurance I now always get, without thinking twice. Anyway, my ankles healed. The trip wasn't totally ruined. And yes, I still tell people about my epic rock climbing fail, just with a cast in the photo instead of a sunset. Lesson learned. Just be smarter than I was. Pack sunscreen. Drink water. And get the damn insurance.